So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, a little bit later than usual. I have been sunning myself, a well deserved break, well deserved relaxation, 34-degree sunshine. You can't really see my tan because the lights are on. Lights, camera, action. But I am glowing, literally. Big up to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We're still not on 19k yet, but we're getting there. Nearly 18 and a half. And listen, this channel's flown this summer. So I want to say thank you very much to everybody who has invested in it by subscribing, by commenting, sticking the likes on the video. That helps. Donations, comments, all of that good stuff. Each and every one of you have helped make this channel literally double in size this summer. So yeah, long may it continue. I will be going forward into the season. I will be doing some watch-alongs on it for other teams. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, we'll be doing quite a lot more. Obviously, the transfer window is still open until the end of August. I think 1st September it shuts. So the videos will be coming each and every day. I'll still be doing that continuously all the way through the year anyway. But I will add some watch-alongs in there. It won't be every week. Depends how busy I am, whether Arsenal are playing, obviously, as and when around my life. But listen, big up to all of you lot, man. We are going to talk about Mason Greenwood and the secret talks. Gotta love a buzzword, didn't you? They were secret. Oh my God. They were sneaking around having talks about Greenwood coming back. They make it sound so dramatic, don't they? At the end of the day, it's not a secret. It's not secret talks. This was always going to happen. Adidas pay Man United 75 million a year for 10 years. £750 million. I'm quite sure Adidas would like to know or would like an update or where we are with Mason Greenwood and what Man United are thinking of doing or possibly thinking of doing. So it's not really a secret, is it? I don't understand why that's even a thing. But these people that write headlines for these red tops, especially, they're just. I'd love to know what they look like, because I guarantee they all look the same. They literally will all look the same. Weird individuals, clickbait merchants, and it does look like Mason Greenwood is about to return. I want to read this out, obviously from the Red Top Sun newspaper. He's been suspended on full pay, said to be 75 grand a week since January 2022. Lost a lucrative deal with Nike, following his arrest of attempted assault and controlling behaviour. He was then charged in October. They then dropped the charges in February. But since then, they have had a baby. They are engaged to be married, and they are still together. And I've seen a lot of people from the fallout of this. I did a video on this when it first happened. He first got cleared, I think, or when he was first touted to be coming back potentially. And there was a bit of a mix in the comments. I'm expecting the same again today. Me personally, I think he should be allowed to return to football. I think he should. The woman stayed with him. They had a baby together. They're engaged to be married. That's it. That's it. The courts found the case to be kicked out. Prosecutors kicked it out. No case to answer. All charges dropped. So charges are dropped. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's innocent. Just means the charges were dropped. Maybe that came off of her side, family side. Maybe she was looking for some sort of assurances. Say, look, I'll drop the charges. All the charges will be dropped. But you have to do X, Y, Z in terms of securing me, us, families, future, etc. I'm not saying this happened, but it could happen. There could be some sort of agreement, written or not, in place where, okay, cool, look, I'll stay with you. And let's be honest here. The only people that know what happened are the people that were there. A clip that was like 40 seconds, a little voice clip that was 40 seconds, is like a TikTok video of me on my channel. It's out of context. Like people, I'll give an example. After a game, there's a football match on, Arsenal play, win, lose or draw, and I'll mention a player, for example, and say, yeah, he was shocking today. Yeah, he was crap today. I don't understand it. He's ghosted for the last 3 games. He should be dropped. Straight away off of that 10-second clip that go onto Instagram or TikTok that my editor does for me. I don't run that, believe it or not. I don't run my Instagram I do, but my TikTok I don't. I pay someone to do that. I can't be bothered with all the mutants that are on that platform. I can't be asked to scroll through the comments. I don't bother. Every now and again, I'll have a little look. yada, yada, yada. But anyway, you will get comments on there saying, yeah, but you weren't the only one. This player was bad and that player was bad. Yeah, but we're not talking about that in that clip, mate. Go and watch the full fan cam and you will get the whole context of a 10-second clip. You'll get the before and you'll get the after. And I'm saying, listen, we don't know what happened. We only know from what we've seen and Twitter judge, juror, and executor. Yeah, Twitter love to cancel everybody, but they claim they're nice people, but they want to claim to cancel everybody. Oh, we need to cancel him. Cancel him. Get him out. He should never play football again. Cancel him. Right, okay, cool. But the woman involved has had a baby with him now since then and is engaged to be married to him. So if she's happy to still be there, maybe she's a fool. Maybe he did do what is alleged to have happened. But a 40-second clip doesn't give you the whole context of the thing. I'm just saying. But anyway, I do think he should be allowed to play football again. I do think this is going to be standard procedure that they have to speak to Adidas with the $750 million that Adidas is supplying into Man United in terms of sponsorship. I do think that is a key factor. Listen, Mason Greenwood is not bigger than Adidas. Mason Greenwood is not valued to Man United like Adidas are. Mason Greenwood is taking money out of Man United, 75 grand a week, allegedly. Adidas are giving them 75 million a year. Who's more valuable? Well, it's definitely Adidas, unless Mason Greenwood scores 1 million goals and wins them everything. And even then, it's going to take doing that consistently every year, winning every trophy, treble, for them to even get that $750 million that Adidas are paying them. So, listen, the player's never bigger than a football club. Mason Greenwood's a talented footballer, very talented footballer, elite level finisher, ball striking ability 100. I think he's a top player. But I understand why people go, hang on a minute. But when the woman involved is saying, no, it's cool. We've had a baby now. We're sweet, happy days. All charges dropped. Then who is anyone else to get involved? I understand Adidas want to because of the PR. Man United obviously have took a long time to get to this point because of the PR. They don't want to just throw him back into the limelight. All of that around Man United, especially with the Glazers. Are they selling? Aren't they selling to Qatar? Obviously, all the fallout of that. Everyone's now a social justice warrior and a human rights activist. Like, the world's gone potty. It really has. At the end of the day, if Man United and Adidas agree to have him back, his girlfriend's now his fiance has agreed we're staying together. That's it. Get on with it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these people, same with the people that don't want Qataris owning Man United, they come in, the Qataris, and you do a treble. I'm pretty sure you'll all be happy, innit? So whilst it's great sitting there being a freedom fighter online just to get a bit of clout off of, virtue signaling, fact and reality is Mason Greenwood goes back into that team. As soon as he scores a couple of goals, nobody's going to care. We see completely different scenario with Harry Kane. Harry Kane didn't want to go back to Tottenham. He wanted to go Man City. All the fans are going mad. He's refusing to come to training. They were fining him, blah, 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 blah. Cool. As soon as he goes back to the team and starts scoring goals, nobody cares anymore. Yeah, because it's on to the next person. And I'm sure there'll be a next person they'll try and cancel. And I'm sure that the Twitter judge, juror, and executor will try and be on the next person. So Mason Greenwood, it'll get a lot of hype when he comes back into the team. Of course it will. But that's, again, only until something else comes along, and then they'll be on that person. Around we go. But these kind people, be kind. If you can be anything in life, be kind. Well, it's not kind sitting all over social media trying to cancel someone when his missus now had a baby with him and engaged to him. That's not kind, is it? When you're trying to cancel that because you don't approve of it. Well, it's none of your business. Let's be real with it. Yeah. At the end of the day, yes, he might play for your football club, but at the same time, we're not talking about football with this situation. On the football pitch, he is a top player, and he will make Man United better. And that's all it comes down to. It's like when Zinchenko starts virtue signaling about Ukraine this and Ukraine that, and then sits there and says, I don't know about politics when he's mates with Zelensky. Good one. His best mates with Zelensky, who, by the way, I found out the other day, run for president, and obviously got in. But at the time, he was actually a comedian. There we go. Like I said, the world's gone mad. But anyway, no decision has been made yet by Adidas. but every option is being explored. It is unpredictable situation, and public opinion will play a part. And this is the problem I have with this. Why will public opinion play a part? Why? Because of the amount of money involved in it. If this was, I don't know, a non-league team, and there wasn't massive sponsorship deals around in it, and millions and billions of pounds, and it's not a £1 billion football or £6 billion football club, this wouldn't get the hype. And they'd be like, oh yeah, well he got found, he got kicked out of court, he stayed with the bird, he's had the kid, they're getting married, everything's rosy in the garden. But because it's Man United, because it's a massive football club, because it's Adidas, because it's one of England's brightest young talents, I get it. I totally get it. But again, you know, it's all about the football on the pitch for me. Yeah. And then it continues on to say, and this is what I find funny, the source added. Who's the source? They don't add the source. No decision has been made, but blah, blah, blah. It won't be easy if he does not return, but sponsors, not necessarily walking out of the door overnight. He trains alone, but the club is keeping in touch. He wants to stay. In February, it was reported that the women's team do not want him back. Well, no disrespect. He ain't playing for the women's team, so what's that got to do with anything? A view echoed by Natalie Burrell, founder of United Women's Supporters Club. Again, it's got nothing to do with the women's team. Plays for the men's team. Last night, Adidas said of the return of Greenwood, that's a question for the club. As sponsors, we have no influence over the team lineups. You do have, however, influence over pulling out of a deal, renewing a deal, or lowering the terms of the deal, especially when it's that amount of money. You say, boy, you're putting our product, our brand into disrepute by having this person with this cloud hanging over his head and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Listen, I know it's going to divide opinions. I get that. But at the same time, it should be about what he's doing on the pitch. Yeah. And I think after we've seen everything presented, the story unfold, I think he should be allowed to play. He's not been convicted of a crime in court. Whether he's done it or not, that's down to you to decide. But the person involved is still with him and had a kid and getting married to him. So that's that. Yeah, society a little bit different today. It wasn't a transfer video. There was a few clubs looking at him a couple of weeks ago, apparently. I think Inter Milan were one of them. They obviously want a striker. He is a very good one. But let me know your thoughts and feelings and all of that down below. Don't kick off in my comments. It's just my opinion. If you don't like it, don't comment. Just say cool. Or just comment and say I don't agree respectfully. Because I won't be sitting there scrolling through them all. I'm going back to the swimming pool to chill for the next 3 hours until the sun goes down. So smash a like button. Big up to everybody who has. Big up to everyone who's subbed. Leave your comments and super chats. We're out of it. Adios, amigos.